GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Lions of Buenos Aires taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire.
give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd and 1. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. There he goes left side. And touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On second down, it's Baker. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They need 12 here. It's third down. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready? Come 19, come 19. Ready?
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Trap 50, trap 50.
2nd and 6. He's got Harrison left side complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
18, Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. Open man here is Foster. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Come on.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Careful, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Ready, set.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 32 yards. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready up.
On first down, it's Baker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try the left side. Baker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked off by Cam Smith. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains.
19 tight. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught by Harrison, and in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Baker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Baker.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll set up a throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
18 Cardinal, 18
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Roll. Street.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 68 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
19.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Now they'll change things up. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come 19, come trap 50, trap 50. 18 Pioneer.
2nd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try the left side. It's Baker, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Okay, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Husker.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were